The film is reflecting on the power dynamics between Europeans and migrants in a bit different way than most documentaries on this subject are doing. The film is constructed in 3 acts with a prologue and epilogue in which a teacher embodies Europe in different guises. So he's confronting the migrants with different attitudes Europeans have towards migrants. So he can be very unwelcoming in the first part, and then he's much more soft and very welcoming in the second part, for example. I wouldn't call it a social experiment because we knew quite well what we were doing and also what the result would be in that sense, because we already did a test shoot 1 year before the real shooting, and we really worked together with the migrants in quite engaged way, in the sense that they knew it was an actor, they knew what the position of the teacher was at that moment, and they also in that sense knew what we expected from them, that we asked them just to interact and be as sincere as possible about their feelings. Of course the experiment was how exactly were they going to react, but we already knew like the construction of the whole film and like what the function was of which part. So yeah, maybe like typically documentary you can approach it maybe in 2 ways. One is in the way of recording events, and the other one is regarding it as an art form. And I'm a filmmaker who's, I think, much more trying to do the second part, and I think when you're talking about documentary as an art form, the filmmaker's voice is much more important, and that's, I think, why I'm also you feel the filmmaker and his ideas and what he tries to convey to the audience. So yeah, that's the way I like to make film, and also I don't really regard documentary and fiction as different genres, but more as tools to evoke the most interesting feelings with the audience, also rationally. But then at the same time, like nuance or something is very important, and also transparency. I do believe when you make a film the way we did it, like using a lot of fictional tools, like an actor, I think it's important you are transparent about it, and you're also self-reflective in a way. I like to see films that are self-aware. Yeah.